I'm here at J. Bergman Field, where the UCF Knights are about to take on Southern Miss for their home opener in Conference USA play. After sweeping UAB last week, the Knights are tied for first with Houston in league standings. Authorities reported the suspect, identified as James Sivakumaran, had an assault rifle, handgun, and 4 makeshift bombs all in his dorm room. UCF police officials are saying this was a planned attack against UCF. There are currently 190 emergency blue light phones scattered around UCF's campus, but some of them don't work, and there may not be another one in sight. In a Monday press release, UCF announced that the football team is now eligible for the 2013 postseason. The NCAA handed out these sanctions in 2012 when UCF committed major recruiting violations. Still ahead on Nightly News, local hotels are teaming up with a nonprofit organization to save lives. We'll show you what Clean the World does with the leftover soap from your hotel room. I'm at UCF's Bright House Network Stadium, where the football team will play their spring game this weekend in preparation for the fall 2013 season. Staying on the topic of water, the Lou Frey Institute of Politics and Government hosted a spring seminar on the future of Florida's water supply. Still ahead on Nightly News, UCF pedestrian violations are increasing. We'll tell you how UCF police is handling the situation. Knights baseball was in full swing this week. On Monday, UCF defeated the Columbia Lions in their 3-game series finale. Authorities report one suspect from the Boston Marathon bombings is dead and the other is still at large. Early this morning, the 2 men robbed a 7-Eleven, killed a police officer and wounded another, carjacked an SUV, and hurled explosives at police in a firefight. All this happened right before police killed one of the men, who had an improvised explosive device strapped to his chest. The suspects are identified as 2 brothers of Chechen origin, but they have Massachusetts driver's licenses and became permanent citizens in 2007. The youngest brother is 19 and still on the loose. A massive manhunt for the remaining suspect is underway, and multiple cities are on lockdown.
And so when we woke up this morning, it was basically like, don't leave your place. We don't know what's going on. Huge manhunt.
The manhunt started early Friday morning, 6 hours after the FBI released photos of the 2 brothers, naming them as suspects in the marathon bombings. And earlier this week, I spoke with Orlando runner Kelly Ferris Duckworth, who was at the Boston Marathon when this all happened, and she said the scare won't hold her back.
I would never let someone that's trying to put the fear in people put it in me. This is something I love too much. And especially this event, my cousin asked me if I'd ever come back, and I was like, absolutely. Like, this has been a dream of mine, and I didn't get a chance to cross the finish line.
Honestly, last semester I had night classes and I changed it, so this semester I don't. It's not because I didn't feel safe, but a lot of times I was walking by myself, so I felt a little uneasy.
After 2 armed robberies happened on UCF's campus this January, the university's police department is adding more safety measures to campus, including more lighting and blue light emergency phones. The 2 incidents were the first armed robberies on campus since 2004. Emergency blue light phones, safety patrol escort services, and lights around campus are the current safety measures the university has in place. But university officials say that may not be enough. Emergency blue light phones offer students a way to stay safe. Pressing the button on one of those phones automatically connects the person to UCF PD, and an officer is immediately sent out. UCF will now add 29 more emergency phones around campus. There are currently 190 emergency blue light phones scattered around UCF's campus, but some of them don't work, and there may not be another one in sight. Currently, UCF offers Safety Escort Patrol Services, or SEPS, a service provided by UCF PD that gives students free rides at night. Student Anna Rozelle uses SEPS and says it makes her feel safer.
When I leave the library, they have the little golf cart that takes you to your car if you need it, and I'm usually always with a friend, so.
UCF's campus safety is under review, and officials are looking for dark areas on campus to add more light. UCF PD's dispatch center reported more than 800 calls from the blue light phones in 2012. In Orlando, Amanda Szylin, UCF Nightly News. Knights outfielder Eric Hempe is having an interesting college career. After suffering multiple injuries, Hempy is back for his 6th season, making him the 9th oldest active player in NCAA baseball. Eric Hempy fell in love with baseball at a young age and hasn't stopped playing since, despite his many injuries.
Didn't experience any injuries the whole time. I always just had a little bit of a sore arm, nothing that kept me off the field, and then finally I heard a pop right before season started of my sophomore year.
That pop turned out to be a torn labrum muscle in his shoulder. He didn't need surgery, but doctors recommended that he take a few months off for rehab. After rehab, UCF recruited him as a utility player, and he came to the university for his junior year. In the summer between his junior and senior year, injury struck again while pitching for his struggling summer team.
I was doing pretty good, and I faced 5 batters. I had 4 strikeouts, and against that 5th batter, I felt a snap in my elbow, and I knew that one was bad.
After he recovered from Tommy John surgery, he was ready to play once again.
I was cleared to play, and that afternoon I tore my ACL.
His ACL only suffered a partial tear, so after a month of rehab over winter break, he was cleared to play with a brace.
And 2 weeks before we opened up, I tore it all the way through.
After missing last year, he returned to California, thinking that his baseball career was over.
The way it works is in order to get a 6th year of college baseball, you have to have 2 medical red shirts. So my first red shirt back at Cypress with my shoulder, I didn't medical red shirt.
He filed all the necessary paperwork in February, and when he didn't hear anything, he moved back home to California.
Literally within 2 weeks of being back home in California, I found out I was eligible for my 6th year.
And UCF fans are glad he's back. So far this season, he has started in all 30 games and holds a .342 batting average, racking up 22 RBIs and 2 home runs. He has a total of 38 hits, scoring 22 times with 9 doubles and 1 triple. Leftover soap may not mean much to you, but local CEO Sean Seipler says it can save someone's life. I was there when he spoke to UCF students about his nonprofit organization, Clean the World.
Day in a hotel room, I asked myself a question, which is what happened to the bar of soap when I was done with it?
That's the question that prompted Sean Seipler to quit his 6-figure career and start Clean the World. Clean the World is a nonprofit organization that collects discarded soaps from hotels and donates them to shelters in third world countries. Seipler says nearly 9,000 children die every day from hygiene-related illnesses. He says that number could be cut in half just by regular hand washing. Seipler partners with local hotels to collect their discarded soaps. He sent his first shipment of 2,000 bars to Haiti in 2009. When a powerful earthquake hit Haiti in 2010, many hotels joined Clean the World to help. Today, Clean the World partners with more than 1,600 hotels to donate more than 12 million bars of soap.
From here, we plan on going international. We're opening right now in Macau and Hong Kong. There are 16 million hotel rooms around the globe. We want every one of them recycling their soap and bottled amenities with Clean the World.
Most of the recycling work at Clean the World is done by volunteers. To find out how you can volunteer or donate, visit our website at nightlynews.ucf.edu.